Theodore. Theodore. He's a
Hello. I was just wondering, well, when people put gas or oil in their boats or cars, that some of it comes from way down under the ocean? Yeah. Here, I'll show you. Come with me. See, if you were to go straight out here, right out the harbor for miles and miles, you'd bump into these big things called tugboats. They start to think that they're just a little more important than the other boats and ships. Oh, we had an oil rig named Tex in here for repairs a while ago. Well, that big fella got into trouble here in the harbor. And it wasn't that long ago. But George laughed and told him not to worry.
Those rigs are big, all right, he said. But don't worry. I know them well. They all ask for me when they come in here. George, I want you to move that oil rig closer to the shore, announced the dispatcher.
George looked at Theodore as if to say, I told you so.
And take Theodore along with you.
Oh. Foduck was eager to find out what it was like to work with the oil rig.
Did he tell you lots of stories about the ocean?
Asked Foduck.
Oh, he was pretty tired, said George.
Oh.
Well, we figured we'd better let him get some rest. He wanted us to stay, but...
George, why, that wasn't true at all.
I guess George gave you a good lesson about moving oil rigs, eh, Theodore?
Oh. Ships and oil rigs were always happy to have him help them. Not Tex. And you know something? For a moment, George wondered if Tex was right. Maybe he wasn't a useful tugboat after all. What's wrong with George? Whispered Hank.
around me are familiar faces, worn out places.
I don't know, said Foduck.
Worn out faces.
He just got back from telling that big oil rig about the storm. That oil rig is only a bundle of rods and rails.
Just a bunch of rods and rails without boats. We have an emergency, announced the dispatcher. One of the anchor cables on the oil rig's cable has broken and he's in danger. He might even drift out of control. George, you must put a line on the rig. Continue. Leave immediately.
What would George do?
Find it kind of funny.
Tex had been so
Find
rude to
it
George.
kind of sad. The dreams in which
well,
I'm
on the way,
dying
called
are
George,
the
got his
best I've ever had. I find it hard to tell you. I find it hard to
George,
take.
hoping Tex could hear him through all the
People
wind.
run in circles. It's a
But before
very,
George could start to
very
pull, the wind twisted Tex around. With all the wind and waves, another one of Tex's anchor cables broke with a loud snap.
Help!
Called George.
Help! Theodore! Help! Theodore! Help!
Called George.
Help! Help!
Called George.
Help! Help!
Called George.
Help!
Whirling in the storm, getting closer and closer to Benjamin. Benjamin was getting scared. Turn back! Turn back! He yelled. Theodore quickly saw what he had to do.
Oh no!
Cried Tex.
I'm gonna crash!
And fast and nimble, he pulled as hard as he had ever pulled before, trying to stop Tex from twirling around. Theodore could almost feel Benjamin behind him.
Pull, little guy!
Cried Tex.
Hurry!
Cried Benjamin. Theodore was pulling so hard, it was beginning to hurt. It was working. Tex had stopped moving. Now George could pull Tex in a straight line with all his might.
I'd have been really stuck without you. Bunch of rods and rails without both of you. You know, You're both big fellas to me, said Tech. More important things to do than chatter with every little tub who just floats on by.